Hello. I am Lily. Here is my story. I'm a screenwriter, and I absolutely love writing horror stories. One day, while chatting with my friends about the stories I'd written, a strange idea popped into my head. I wanted to write a terrifying story, and the main concept would revolve around a very special mirror found in an antique shop. That day, after work, I was walking home when I noticed an antique shop I had never seen before. How have I not noticed this before? I thought to myself. The shop seemed to almost call to me, pulling me in. Out of curiosity, I went inside. The shop was filled with old, valuable items, but my eyes were immediately drawn to something, a gleaming, gold-framed mirror. It was so magnificent that I bought it without a second thought and took it home. When I got home, I carefully placed the mirror in the most special corner of my living room. That evening, I stood in front of it to fix my hair. That's when I noticed something wrong. The reflection wasn't moving with me. My heart stopped. The person in the mirror, the woman, was moving independently, completely separate from me. And then, she smiled. I was frozen with fear. Gathering all my courage, I grabbed the mirror and threw it to the floor. It shattered into pieces. But my nightmare didn't end there. In each broken shard, I saw a separate reflection, and each one moved on its own, as if it were alive. Panicking, I collected all the pieces and threw them in the trash, trying to rid myself of the horror. The next morning, I woke up still feeling uneasy. I got ready in a hurry, planning to leave the house quickly. But just as I was about to step outside, a sense of dread washed over me. I turned back to the living room, and what I saw made my blood run cold. The mirror was back, standing intact in its original place as if nothing had happened. Terrified, I ran out of the house. I needed to tell someone, so I went straight to my friends. Breathlessly, I explained everything to them, but they didn't believe me. Instead, they laughed, saying things like, "Have you been watching too many horror movies again?" No matter what I said, I couldn't convince them. Finally, I gave them an ultimatum: come to my house tonight. See the mirror for yourselves, and then we'll talk. They agreed, thinking it would be an exciting and fun night. That evening, we all gathered at my house. My friends, still skeptical, approached the mirror with curious and playful expressions. But suddenly, a horrifying hand reached out from the mirror and grabbed my arm. Everyone screamed in terror. They tried to pull me free, but the hand's grip was too strong. It hurt so much that I thought it might rip my arm off. One of them shouted, "We need to cut the hand off." But another hesitated, saying, "What if it's connected to Lily? What if we hurt her too?" In the chaos, someone had an idea: let's keep writing the story. It was a desperate plan, but it made sense. They grabbed a pen and paper and continued the story from where I'd left off. "The hand releases Lily," they wrote. And at that exact moment, the hand let go of me. I collapsed, gasping for air, still shaking with fear. Without wasting a second, I grabbed the mirror and smashed it to the ground. This time, the shards didn't move or reflect anything strange. Together, we gathered the pieces and buried them in the backyard, making a vow to never write another horror story again. What happened that night left a scar on all of us. It was a nightmare we'd never forget.